Alright, so, before we go on the mission to go get the IFF, a couple things. We have to do a little bit of a walk around of the Normandy, do some talking. Plus, there's a certain location I want to go visit. I'd say hi to an old friend. Plus, there are some upgrades I got to go purchase over there as well. I should let you guys know, I had a bit of a scare for this playthrough because, well, there was an update, or rather, I checked if there was an update, and it seemed like there was an update for the Legendary Edition. Turns out it was an update to kind of, like, deal with the fact that I was playing a modded version of this game. Oops. Fortunately, I went to the special mod manager that's been made for the Mass Effect trilogy, and I just reapplied my mods, and everything seems to be working fine again. Because when I loaded the save after I did that update, a pop-up saying, check your message terminal, from Admiral Hackett, and I was like, oh no. Fortunately, everything is okay. Everything's fine, because if that was not fixed, the plan that I have for this playthrough to show you this extra stuff would go badly. So, fortunately, scare and crisis averted. Wipe the brow. We can continue as normal. So, this is after the collector ship mission, which there's a couple of things to talk about.
You had me so worried when you were trapped on the collector ship. Thank goodness for Edie.
Let's go ahead and tease this.
That sounds like more than just professional concern, Kelly.
You're more than just my commander. You're my friend.
Edie brought you back to me. If she had a body, I'd give her a big hug.
I'm standing right here. Where's my hug?
Welcome back, ma'am. Anyway, how may I help you, Commander?
Is there anything I should know?
You have unread messages at your private terminal. Thane would like to see you down in life support on the crew deck. Anything else, Commander?
That'll be all.
It's always nice chatting with you. How may I help you, Commander?
That'll be all.
It's always nice chatting. Commander, you've received a new message at your private terminal.
First off, don't worry. I have no intentions of having my Shepard actually romance Kelly. That's not what I'm trying to do. For one thing, I'm actually trying to get her to trigger where she's going to be like, hey, I noticed the fish tank. I can feed your fish while you're away. You know, because usually befriending Kelly is one of the ways to help do that. And that's kind of, I thought it happens after the collector ship. Maybe I'm remembering wrong. At some point, she offers to do that. I just gotta remember what it is. But anyways. What the hell? From Tombs. What the hell kind of game are you playing, Shepard? You did the buddy act when I had the gun on that Cerberus scientist telling me that you understood. Now I find out that you're working for Cerberus? Tests were done on me that you can't even imagine. For years, Cerberus did them. They tortured me. They used me as a damn lab rat. And now you're teaming up with them like they're any other merc band? I've got my own merc team now, Shepard, and I kill any Cerberus team I can find. And if I run into you, don't expect any different. Yeah.
So the Collectors were once Protheans, repurposed by the Reapers. What a sad end.
Makes you wonder if the Keepers on the Citadel were once something different.
Indeed.
Commander.
I assume everything's going well up here?
Good for now. Fractured my thumb on the mute, but I think... See you, Commander.
Yes, Shepard.
That's all for now.
Logging you out, Shepard.
Don't worry, we'll talk a lot more to Edie after we, free her. Shepard, stop staring at the ground. Before we head down and talk to Thane, let's go back and change my armor. I mean, I've always liked this armor. It's cool, but I also like to be able to actually see Shepard's face. And while there are some here, now I believe there's actually a mod that lets you be able to do what you can do in Mass Effect 3, which this was one of the options I liked. You can wear one of these armors, but it actually will let you hide the helmet. in case you want to be able to still wear an armor like this, but be able to actually see Shepard's face, which I thought was a cool additional feature. There's a mod that lets you be able to do that here in Mass Effect 2 as well. And also, I've always liked that armor as well. So, anyways, but I've always liked this one because you can be able to actually select the different pieces that we've acquired going around shopping, be able to kind of like choose like, okay, I want some extra shield strength here, some extra health, some extra shields and power damage and ammo. I like the customization here. So, plus being able to actually select a helmet piece that lets you be able to actually see Shepard's face. You know, I've always talked about how much I love this particular one here, and I've explained my reasons why. Plus being able to actually decide what color scheme do I want, if I want to stick with the red and black like I've always loved, or if you want to go for a more Cerberus kind of feel with the black and yellow and such, but anyways. And of course, love the choosing different casuals, so let me just double check. There we go. Alright. Hey, Squeaker. By the way, expect my cabin to look a little different when we get to the next game, because I found another mod that I was just like, wow! Which, yeah. It's gonna allow me to add some extra stuff to my cabin. That's all I'll say. Hey, Thane.
Shepard.
Is there something wrong?
Yes. Now that you are here, though, it seems more difficult to talk about.
Are you feeling sick? I could get the doctor.
No. Though I suppose that is a part of it. My mortality has me dwelling on things. I had a family once. I still have a son. His name is Kolyat. I haven't seen him for a very long time.
Did something happen to them?
I abandoned them. Oh, not all at once. Nothing dramatic, no sneaking out in the middle of the night, no final argument or slammed door. I just did my job. I hunted and killed across the galaxy. Away on business, my wife would tell people. I was always away on business.
How long's it been since you talked?
10 years. He showed me some of his schoolwork and asked if we could dance crazy. We did that when he was younger.
What sort of dance is that?
I checked my extranet contacts. I expect an update on my next target. The console plays music, old, unfashionable. Kolyat jumps into the room. My father runs around in circles. I scoop him up, toss him into the air. He shrieks, laughs, spin me. The console beeps. I put him down. Click the message. Father, he pleads, tugs my sleeve. I need to read this, I say. I don't look at him.
You know, it's interesting, the perfect recollection of memory that the Drell have that we see Thane display sometimes. When you think about it, it's one of those things that you can very appropriately give the description of it's both a gift and a curse. Because I'm sure that there are some memories that he actually will talk about this later when we ask him about it. I'm sure there's some memories that you would probably love to be able to just perfectly recall in your mind. But then imagine that there are some memories that you would prefer to never recall ever. Just some horrible memories that you wish you could forget and just wipe from your mind. And you can perfectly recall those horrible memories. Like I said, he will elaborate on this a bit more later on.
You never mentioned this before. Why now?
When my wife departed from her body, I attended to that issue. I left Kolyat in the care of his aunts and uncles. I have not seen him or talked to him since.
That's not the choice I expected. Why didn't you raise him yourself?
My body is blessed with the skills to take life. The Hanar honed them in me. I have few others. I didn't want that life for Kolyat. I hoped he would find his own way. If he hated me, so be it. He would not have shared the path of sin. I used my contacts to trace Kolyat. He has become disconnected. He does what his body wills.
You'll have to explain that one to me.
Disconnected. The body is not our true self, the soul is. Body and soul work as one in a whole person. When the soul is weakened by despair or fear, when the body is ill or injured, the individual is disconnected, no longer whole.
What's wrong with him? Is he hurt?
Something happened that should not have. He knows where I've been, what I've done. I don't know his reasons, but he has gone to the Citadel. He's taken a job as a hitman. I would like your help to stop him. This is not a path he should walk.
By the way, there is one thing I do want to comment on in regards to the alternate appearance I'm using for him. There is one thing about it I don't quite like compared to the original, and it's for different reasons. You'll notice that the chest piece is all covered up. Now, his original outfit you probably may not have noticed, but it's actually opened up to, it's visually showing his chest. But the reason for that is because, as we found out, it has to do with his condition. It's something that actually helps him be able to breathe better and be able to delay the condition he has. Think about it. If you're having trouble breathing, wouldn't you not want to open up like your shirt or top to be able to allow yourself and your chest to be able to breathe and exhale better? Makes a lot of sense to me. In this one, it's covered up. Now, I know that some people's like, it's showing skin and such, but again, it makes sense because of the context that he has a condition that's basically suffocating him to death. So, of course, he would wear something that's more open to be able to breathe better. It's just something I felt I want to go ahead and point out.
You don't hire a raw rookie for a contract killing.
I'm afraid someone may have seen we share a name and assumed we share skills. I don't know why he would accept the task.
To be closer to you, maybe?
That thought haunts me more than any other.
I've always liked that response from Thane. It makes a lot of sense to me because if you have a profession like this for Thane, you would not want your child to follow in your footsteps. This is one of those kind of professions that the very idea of your child following in your footsteps in this line of work is a terrifying thought. So I've always loved that that's Thane's response to that that thought from Shepard there. Just no, that haunts me more than any other.
Maybe he name dropped you to get hired.
It's possible, but I don't think so. It doesn't seem right. My name. He should not respect it.
That's another telling line right there. He doesn't think his son should respect his name. That's another very telling thing about Thane.
What made him go to the Citadel?
Years ago, I prepared a package for him. A relic of my ill-spent life. I had Volus bankers store it and arranged for delivery when I died. He acquired it early. I don't really know how. I did wet work on the Citadel around the time his mother died. That may be why he went there.
Thane, I don't have your contacts and I don't have your tracking skills. Why do you need my help for this?
I don't need your help. I want it. The last time I saw my son, they wrapped her body in sea vines, weighted it with stones. He tries to pull from me, calls for her. The hammer lift her off the platform. They sing like bells. The fire has gone to be kindled anew. He begs them not to take her away.
They let her body slide into the water. He hits me. Don't let them. Stop them. Why weren't you?
It rains. It always rains on Kage. Warm water pours down his face.
Yeah, you see what I mean about having to relive memories you'd rather forget?
I didn't mean to make you relive that.
Perfect memory. It is sometimes a burden.
Indeed.
I'll get us to the Citadel as soon as possible.
Thank you, Shepard. I'll be meditating until you need me.
Okay. So that's set up. Okay. Oh, that's right. We have to give that data to the Solarian on Ilium. But we can do that the next time we're there for Miranda's loyalty mission. In the meantime, what do you guys say we go visit an old friend? Since I hear he is now running things there. Tuchanka. Scarred by bombardment craters, radioactive rubble, choking ash, salt flats, and alkaline seas, Tuchanka can barely support life. Thousands of years ago, life grew in fierce abundance under the F-class star Arrakala. Aralak. A rake clan word meaning the Eye of Wrath. Tree analogs grew in thick jungles, their roots growing out of shallow, silty seas. Life fed upon life in an evolutionary crucible. This world died in nuclear firestorms after the Krogan split the atom. A little ice age of nuclear winter killed off much of the remaining plant life. In recent centuries, many Krogan have returned to their homeworld. The reduced albedo has caused global temperatures to rise. In order to maintain livable temperatures, a vast shroud was assembled at the L1 Lagrange point. It is maintained by the Council Demilitarization Enforcement Mission, or CDEM, which is based on orbiting battle stations. CDM advisory. Visitors to Tuchanka land at their own risk. The CDEM will not attempt to extract citizens threatened by clan warfare. Travel advisory. The ecology of Tuchanka is deadly. Nearly every native species engages in some predatory behavior. Even the remaining vegetation is carnivorous. Travel beyond guarded areas is strongly discouraged. Population, 2.1 billion. Capital, currently Urdnot, since 2183. CDM garrison 2400 in orbital battle stations. Now, we are not doing the Grunt and Morden missions just yet. We're mainly going here just to go to the shops and buy the upgrades, and of course to say hi to Rex. Spoilers, we're going to see Rex. However, I am going to take Grunt with me just for this little bit here because of the extra dialogue when we first land there. I'm not going to take Morden with me, though. Let's go ahead and also take Garrus. I'm sure bringing a Turian with me, they're like, hey, a Turian's here, but at the same time, once Rex sees him, he's like, hey, Garrus. Yeah, Shepard and Garrus are welcome here. No giving them trouble. Because that's how Rex is, you know. Alright, let's do that. There we go. Let me just go ahead and see, what would I want him to use? You can go ahead and use that. That's the main important one right there. You know what? Let's go ahead and give Garrus back the Mantis. That's more his style. Just one shot, bam, you know? Do I want to keep the collector rifle? Let's go back to a classic, the Avenger Assault Rifle for Shepard, you know? To an old tried and true.
Stop right there, alien. You're Shepard of the Normandy.
If you're looking for work, you're shouting down the wrong hole. The Blood Pack only recruits Krogan.
Well, I've got a Krogan right here. And look who it is.
What did I tell you, honey? Isn't it beautiful? Far away from all that high-tech noise.
I guess. Seems a bit dirty, though.
Oh, it builds character.
Is it just me, or do the other Krogan not like me?
Oh, there's some concern about me bringing in a non-Krogan. I had to talk to the chief. It's not a deal.
Wait, so they don't even want me here?
Who cares what they want? I want you. That's all that matters.
I don't know if I can do this, Char.
Hey, now. My blue rose of Ilium always stands strong to reach toward the sun.
Okay, I'll manage. Just no more poetry.
What did I tell you?
Okay.
Isn't it beautiful? Far away from all noise.
I guess. Seems a bit dirty, though.
Oh, it builds character.
Yeah. Again, I get so sad when I think about the fate of these two. About what happens to Char, and when I had to tell her about Char. Oh, it still gets me.
The clan leader wants to speak with you. Keep your running pet on a short leash. Get him the right soon or put him down.
You know what's wrong with him? What he needs?
There's nothing wrong with him. Just go speak to the clan leader. Someday we'll get off this rock and show those Turians who's boss. Damn right. Tear their scales off and let the Pyjaks feast on them while they're still alive. Ha!
Erdnot clan reports use weak encryption. I see references to a captured Solarian in the logs of the Chief Scout. Also, I have been unable to access local medical records. I suggest asking the local clan leader for assistance with Grunt's problem.
Were you around when the female camps and the children over last week?
No, I was off dealing with a Baron attack. What? Any promising warriors?
Yes, of course. They're strong. One day they will tear our enemies apart.
What I like about this little conversation is that the more you come back and listen to it, the more you learn that what this one is, the reason he's bringing it up is because his son is amongst the children that came over, and he didn't care if he was, it wasn't as big a priority to him, him being a warrior or whatever, as just him spending time with his son, because they don't really get to spend that much time with them over here because of the separate camps and the way the genophage has kind of affected the places where they gotta stay. And it's just kind of sweet to hear that he's just more interested in spending time with his son than whether or not he's going to be a great Krogan warrior, Now, here's one of the
You don't want
shops
anything
here.
I sell, human. It'll tear your insides like you swallowed knives.
Good Baron. Stay.
Greetings, human. My name is Ratch. Have a look at what I've got.
Everyone I talk to hates that aliens are in Erdnot. Except you.
I don't have the luxury of turning away paying customers. I do enough business off-world to know that you aliens have more credits than people here do.
What do you have in stock?
Most of it's food and drink that's toxic to humans. Rincall's a local favorite. Don't try to act tough, it'll tear your insides apart.
He's not joking. Rincall hits aliens like ground glass.
Otherwise, I've got weapons, scrap, and whatever food those Pyjaks don't steal. Which isn't much. Take a look at my kiosk over there if you want to buy something.
What the hell is a Pyjak?
Off-world vermin. Humans say they're like monkeys. They come in and steal food, Rincall, whatever they can get their talons on. We started using the mounted defense cannons to stop them.
I'm a good shot. Maybe I can help out with the Pyjaks.
Feel free. You can use the console out there to control the guns. Make a dent in the Pyjak population. You get a discount. Good luck with that.
I should go.
Suit yourself.
One of the children, probably 5 years from the right. He had my eyes, I think.
Huh. Think you actually had a fertile female on one of your trips to their camp?
I must have.
A son. Good for you. We'll get a ring call to celebrate.
This is the great Krogan homeworld. This is the land of Kreta, Shiagar, and Viol. This chunk of rock is barely worth standing on. Never thought I'd miss the tank.
I like that Garrus has a word with Rex about that in the third game.
Child, my son, we played tackle the Baron. He was good, fast, strong.
Well, of course he was. Any son of yours must be.
Then they went back to the female camp. It was so fast. I didn't get to talk with him. Should I ask the female clan for right of parentage?
Why bother with all the politics? You know you've sired a son. That's enough.
But I could teach him to hunt, the best way to shoot a gun, to fight with honor and savagery.
You can do that next time they bring the children.
It's not the same.
You see what I mean? He's not as... He doesn't care as much about the fact that he sired a son. He cares that he actually wants to be a father. Like an actual father, too. Now that he knows that he actually had a son, he wants to actually just be a father.
I don't know. Things could be different. We could live together. Us, the women, the children.
You know we can't. We'd just be one big, weak target. Have to keep the fertile females safe. The children safer.
Damn the genophage. I think I'll take you up on that wrinkle later.
And that's one of those... One of the things I love about that conversation is it really shows you a down-to-earth personal look of what it's like for some of the Krogan, not all, but some of the Krogan that are very affected by the genophage. You know, just that very down-to-earth kind of, you know, being able to, like, know what... There's a certain term I've heard for this. It's kind of like... I've heard there's an episode of, I think it was Star Trek The Next Generation, where it didn't focus on Picard and the higher-ups. There was an episode where it focused just on the people who are, like, in the lower ranks and the lower areas. You know, just the other, just everyday, common, average person on one of those kind of ships that, you know, where we don't follow the higher-ups, like Picard and, you know, all those. And that's kind of what this conversation reminds me of here. That we're getting to see... not the political side of it, but how it's personally affecting some of them. That some of them are not getting to actually have things like just being a parent because of what the genophage has, you know, very heavily affected their culture. You know, like you said, we can't be able to be in the same place because that would just make us one big target. And we can't afford to do that when the race is literally going extinct because of this. Yeah. So before we go on and explore the rest of the camp, what do you say we go see this clan leader?
Halt. You must wait till the clan leader summons you. He is... in talks.
You know what tradition demands.
Speaking of Star Trek...
Your reforms will not go unopposed. You risk appearing weak at a critical time.
Shepard.
Rex!
Excuse me.
Out of my... Shepard! My friend.
My brother.
You look well for dead, Shepard. Should have known the Void couldn't hold you.
Looks like helping me destroy Saren and the Geth has worked out for you. Glad we didn't have to kill each other on Vermeer.
You made the rise of her not possible. Vermeer was a turning point for the Krogan, though not everyone was happy about it. Destroying Saren's genophage cure freed us from his manipulation. I used that to spur the clans to unify under Urdnot.
You abandoned many traditions to get your way. Dangerous.
Speak when spoken to, Uvenk. I'll drag your clan to glory whether it likes it or not.
Hi, Worf.
Now, Shepard, what brings you here?
Yes, that is Michael Dorn voicing Udvank, which, as I just said, you'll probably know as Worf from Star Trek The Next Generation. He's also done a number of other things, but of course that's probably his most well-known role in his career. And I mean, who doesn't love Michael Dorn, right? So yeah, it got blown up.
Destroyed in a collector surprise attack. I ended up spaced.
Well, you look good. The benefits of a redundant nervous system.
Yeah, humans don't have that.
Oh, it must have been painful then. But you're standing here, and you've got a strong new ship. Takes me back to the old days. Us against the unknown, killing it with big guns. Good times.
I really wish that he had a line where he was acknowledging that I brought Garrus with me, where he's like, "Hey, Garrus, how you doing?" And Garrus is like, "So, you're in charge of this place now. It seems fitting for you." You know, just some nice banter between Garrus and Rex. Now, I kind of understand why they didn't do that, but at the same time, I don't, because it's not possible to reach this point in the game where you can actually go to Tuchanka unless you have done the mission to go get Archangel. So you absolutely have to have Garrus in your party before you can be able to go to Tuchanka. They added line, even an acknowledgement from Ash and Caden if you brought Garrus with you on Horizon. But not from Rex? It just... I don't get it. It just makes me scratch my head and think, why didn't they bother? So, anyways.
Sounds like you've got big changes ahead for the Krogan.
We are making a neutral ground where all clans are welcome. Fertile females can be shared among clans. We will strengthen the race as a whole.
You threaten everything that makes us strong. It will not last.
Maybe. Until then, you're lucky to be a part of it.
By the way, that line he said to Uvenk earlier where he said, "I'll drag your clan to glory whether you like it or not." I said this in my Dragon Age Origins alternate playthrough when we were discussing Balin in Orzammar, about in the sense that both Balin and Rex were going against tradition because they believed they had to prevent their people from going extinct, going against their traditional ways and bringing them into a more modern age and actually doing things against their tradition, but they know is more actually beneficial to their people, is something that I think Rex and Balin actually share in common. Because the situation was kind of similar. Both the Krogan and the dwarves of Orzammar were kind of stuck in their traditional ways and they were going extinct. Now, yes, the Krogan are dealing with the genophage, but that was when you looked at the situation the dwarves were in. They were also basically going extinct too in their circumstances and situation. And I just found it interesting that both Balin and Rex were like, we have to go against tradition if we're going to survive, and I'm going to do this whether you like it or not. You know, I just want to point that out.
How do you maintain security with so many different clans in one place?
Any clan willing to send in hostages can come in. No fighting inside the camp. Each clan punishes its own criminals. We stop conflicts before anyone dies. Then we present a simple choice. Pay a fine and deal with your problems, or your clan is no longer welcome.
That doesn't sound very harsh by Krogan standards.
Allies from other clans like what I'm doing. They help deal with skeptics. Many are eager for an outlet. Every time I've declared a clan unwelcome, my allies have destroyed them. Word gets around.
What's so important about maintaining individual clans?
Every clan has different customs, rites of passage, rules of behavior, battle songs, all unique. That diversity makes us great. No clan, not even mine, was meant to survive on its own.
Urdnot is the leading clan. Doesn't that make your culture primary?
For now. But every clan has its unique assets. The best tacticians are Urdnot. Chorgal has the longest breeding line. Ganatog holds the oldest settlement. Others have their own strengths. We keep going how we are. The clans will end up as craters under nuclear haze. Even Urdnot. We need to rethink. Restart.
What do the women of Clan Urdnot think about this plan?
It was our female clan leader's idea. The neutral area is safe, and it encourages more female clans to ally with us. Attacks on Urdnot now endanger the females of all clans. Even clans that want to see me dead will defend Clan Urdnot.
Your women have their own clan structure?
Nothing is more valuable than a fertile female. We know it. They know it. They isolate themselves for their own protection. We work together to set up breeding alliances. I can hardly do anything without clan leader Yuta's approval.
This sounds ambitious. How's it gone so far?
Better than I'd feared. Worse than I'd hoped.
It can't continue. You are going against what makes us strong.
Sounds like you're not making friends.
Traditionalists like Uvenk are chained Varen, always fighting, guarding their pathetic stick in the ground. When the smoke clears, I can plant the flag on their corpses and rally the rest around a new Krogan hub.
Sounds like you're counting on a lot of bloodshed even after you unite.
It will be slow, but I won't change what we are. Krogan are judged by the strength of our enemies. Our worst insult is to say someone's not worth killing.
I love that quote. That's another quote that just is so Krogan. Our worst insult is to say someone is not worth killing. That is so Krogan.
I need to go. We'll go over this another time.
Watch yourself, Shepard. Tuchanka isn't safe and homey like Pharos.
Like Pharos and Ilos.
You see that special they had on the extranet?
That crap rots your brain. You should be out hunting. Or fixing something if you can't hunt.
It was a special vid on the Citadel.
That crap rots your brain.
I'll tear you apart. You don't have the plates to try.
Watch it, human.
Go away. The envoy to the female clans doesn't have to listen to aliens.
Go away, alien. I talk to no one about our rights unless my clan leader wills it.
Don't turn back, human. I may be an ambassador among my people, but that doesn't mean I have to speak to the likes of you. Don't think that carrying this whelp of a Krogan makes you worth my time. Leave now before my guards decide to eject you.
You seem like a well-traveled Krogan ambassador.
I am.
Then you must know who I am. And you have to be aware that bad things happen to those who oppose me.
Stand down, men. I'm starting to like this human. I am the ambassador to Urdnot from Clan Nakmor. We're a small clan based in the Kratic Wastes.
I thought all Krogan want to be warriors. What makes a Krogan become an ambassador?
You don't know as much as you think, human. A Krogan diplomat has to represent the strength of his people, or his clan appears ripe for conquest. I slaughtered my way to the top of my clan, human. I speak with the authority of a warrior.
What business does Clan Nakmor have with the Urdnot?
Clan leader Rex requested that I come. He and Clan Nakmor have been in talks about a more permanent alliance. With our help, Urdnot could rally others behind its banner and truly unite Tuchanka, and we would gain the chance to fight in larger battles with greater plunder.
If Nakmor is a small clan, how do you keep the more powerful clans from destroying you?
We are the clan of the great warlord Nakmor Crawl, who faced down platoons of Turians and won. Most clans lend us the respect our ancestor is due.
I should go.
I'm sure you are needed elsewhere.
Krogan politics. Quite interesting, isn't it?
Then let's... The Citadel has these huge arms, and millions of people live there.
Why do you care so much? You gonna leave Tuchanka? Run off with the damn blood-packed mercs? No. Then shut up and quit yammering about what you'll never see.
Put down some real money, human.
Hey! I won.
Watch it, human.
Don't touch anything. Do I look like I have time to talk? I've got work to do. Those fools brought this Tuchanka back from a skirmish without its combustion manifold. They say it got shot off in the field. You tell me, how can you expect a Tuchanka to run without a combustion manifold?
I've never seen a Krogan mechanic before.
What? You think we kidnap Quarians and make them do the hard work? Not anymore, we don't.
Any idea where I could find a combustion manifold?
Yeah, I can make one. Give me 3 days and a barrel of Ringcall. The one they lost is probably still out in the field. It's too much to expect them to collect it and bring the damn thing back.
I'm going out in the field. If I see a combustion manifold, I'll bring it back with me.
If you did, it would save me a lot of work. Maybe bring back my sunny disposition.
Let me get out of your way.
Don't do me any favors.
Should you be in here?
Who are you?
I am Fortak, Lord High Researcher in matters scientific for Clan Urdnot, and I don't have time to answer your inane questions.
I won't take up much of your valuable time.
My work is very important, human.
Of course it is. I'm just curious. I'd heard a lot about the genius of Krogan science.
Oh, finally, someone understands. I swear I am among brainless pyjacks here, toiling among savages. I am the Lord High Researcher.
I take it you're a scientist.
I used to be a scientist. I designed weapons. Now my genius is wasted on frivolous things. Things that don't explode. My predecessor said no one would understand the true worth of my work. As I pulled my blade from his chest, I knew he was telling the truth.
Not exactly what I would call effective academic peer review.
I don't care what you'd call it. We value the will to use what we create, not just the ability to create it. We don't count success until the ground shakes in response.
You must be working on something important.
I was building the biggest, best offensive ordnance yet. A real ground pounder. But the new clan leader wastes my time with frivolous research. Crop genetics, medicinal improvements. We can buy that stuff from the Solarians.
The Solarians? The designers of the genophage.
Yeah, what else can the Solarians do to us at this point? It's not like they can make us even more infertile. Actually, wait, forget I said anything.
I was about to say.
Sounds like the new clan leader has some very different ideas on how to lead the Krogan.
If you want to know more, talk to him directly. He's my leader. I'll not say anything else about it.
Enjoy your research.
Yes, move along.
I like that when he says, "Oh, I do.
We can use this!
Here we go.
These things would last longer if they didn't.
Now let's go take her some pyjacks, shall we?
At first I thought it was a waste of ammunition just to kill incoming vermin. Now I think if these Urdnot can pinpoint such small mammals with these guns, they'll make short work of an incoming invasion force.
What do you want, human? Rex told me to be polite. He didn't say you were going to talk to me.
So you're in charge of Urdnot scouts. Why waste your time shooting at vermin?
Ammunition is the one thing we're not hurting for on Tuchanka. As Scout Commander, I have to set an example. Plus, the little bastards get into food supplies if their numbers get too high. Can't have that.
What does a Scout Commander do?
We find out where the enemies are, and we make them think that there are too many of us to screw with. Sometimes that means harassing the perimeter, taking out a generator or two. Other times, we play hide and seek. We leave lots of tracks, exaggerate our numbers.
That's not recon, that's sabotage.
It's a lot easier to count their numbers once you blow some of them up. Everyone knows where Urdnot is, human. It's not like we can hide.
So every clan on Tuchanka encroaches on the other clan's borders?
Borders? This is Tuchanka. Our borders are determined by the range of our guns. We are what we are, human. If we didn't fire at them, they wouldn't take us seriously.
Don't your storehouses have automated defenses?
Why bother? Half of what we eat is vermin. And if we get hold of defense systems, we don't use them to guard grain. We've got weapons stockpiles to take care of. Beyond that, our women and children get the security.
Taking care of your food supply would help more in the long run.
If Clan Jordan kills our guards and helps itself to our well-secured food, there won't be a long term. This is Tuchanka. Having power and clean water means we're living in luxury.
Your enemies go after civilians?
Easiest way to wipe out a clan. Women and kids can fight, but they're always outnumbered if another clan goes after them. If its women and children are killed, the clan's hope for the future is lost. It falls apart. We don't do that, though. Rex's orders. Even if it costs us a battle, we don't fire on non-combatants.
And that's why Rex is awesome.
You see a lot of action around here?
Enough. Varen here and there, and snakes in any of the water safe enough to drink. Rex has made ceasefire agreements with some of the clans, but I still have to patrol, keep them honest.
Thanks for the information.
Whatever. Look at him run. Ah!
Oh gosh, I can't use my mouse on this. I gotta use WASD. Boy, if you could use your mouse on this, I don't think there's any way you could ever lose. Yeah, not too fond of this little mini-game here. You can see why I actually got a mod to get rid of some of the other mini-games here. I was hoping it would include this, but apparently not. I think this is the last wave. Ah! Gotta make sure it's angled so it doesn't hit any of those tires. Got two of them with one there. Wonder if the phrase on Tuchanka is two pie-jacks with one missile. Again, two pie-jacks with one missile. Hey, hey.
Give me a reason.
Are you around when the female camps and the children overlapped? I lost half my stuff seeing those vermin roasting in the heat from an explosive shell. I swear it was glorious.
It was a lot of fun.
Help yourself to more. There's no shortage of pie jocks out there if you get a craving for violence. I'll give you a discount at my store. Anything you want. You buy at cost.
I should go.
Suit yourself.
Hijack meat.
This should come in handy.
More armor pieces. The death mask. Extra health. More shields. Oh, hey, the Phalanx heavy pistol. I was wondering where that was. Here you go, buddy.
Here, try this.
Looks like Urs finally found someone to follow around.
Now he'll follow us here.
One of the children, 5 years from the right. He had my eyes, I think.
Yeah, he'll actually follow us. That's funny.
Think you actually had a fertile female on one of your...
Alright, so we've done our shopping. So, now that I've got some new pieces here, before we do that though...
The Krogan homeworld boasts extreme temperatures, virulent diseases, and vicious predatory fauna. Around 1900 BCE, the Krogan discovered atomic power and promptly instigated many intraplanetary wars, sending Tuchanka into a nuclear winter. With most of their industrial base destroyed, the Krogan entered a new dark age, and warring tribal bands dominated. Populations remained low for the next 2,000 years. First contact with the Solarians made resurgence possible. Krogan brought to less hostile planets bred exponentially and returned to reconquer their home. They built vast underground shelters to shield themselves from surface radiation, which proved prescient during the Krogan rebellions, when many of them isolated themselves in a vain attempt to avoid the genophage. Convinced they could outbreed the genophage, they transmitted it into more than 90% of the sealed bunkers. Today, Tuchanka's population is sharply limited, and while individual Krogan are long-lived, the genophage ensures few replacements.
So, combustion manifold. So, now that we've done our shopping, I'm going to head back to the Normandy and double check my pieces for my gear. And more than likely, when we return, we will be going after the IFF. Stay tuned.